Oh, there. Anyways, thank you to the Yuba Sutter community, the Chamorro community. If there was ever any Chamorro superheroes, it would be Sissy Sharf, Herman Roberto, and Jeff Salas. Where you at? And then also don't forget the barbecue crew, see John Guerrero and David Elm. Pakpak kanay mo, 1, 2, 3. So anyways, we're here moving from Texas to Washington, and our beautiful auntie and handsome uncle over there, Bill Wilson and Anita Taikana Wilson, they're the ones that were hosting us, and they housed us for the night, and they told me to announce that anybody that needs to spend the night, just call them. Just bring your own spam and corned beef. They'll cover the rice. Okay? But really, we've known them from Texas, and Uncle Bill may look like a white guy, but he's not. He's more Chamorro than any guys I know from Texas. I remember one day we were in the meeting, and you know, this might surprise you, but the Chamorros were arguing in the meeting. That never happens here, right? So anyways, he turned around and he said, "Hey, Diablo, basta man tapang mitsu." I said, "Holy cow, you made the white guy mad." So you better watch it. Uncle Bill's a nice guy, but don't piss him off. All right, but really, I wanted to also talk about the reason why we're here celebrating this day. It's a beautiful day. The Chamorro culture is a beautiful culture, and we should not forget, you know, the sacrifices that our people went through during the Japanese occupation, and also what the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines did when they liberated the island. So let's get a round of applause for all our manamko and all the servicemen and women that did what they did and sacrificed all their blood, sweat, and tears, and in some cases their lives. Okay? I remember one veteran. His name is Joe Torres, and we were up in Washington, and he's got PTSD. Now, it's not the same as Chamorro PTSD, because Chamorro PTSD is puti tatalohu sagi daganu. It is the real PTSD, not the post-traumatic syndrome. So anyways, he would always tell me, he says, "Boy, taja juice, taja juice." You know, for those who don't understand Chamorro, he was saying, "Taja juice, taja juice." He was saying there's no God. And I said, "Uncle Joe, why are you saying there's no God?" He said, "Because if there was a God, I wouldn't have seen the things that I saw during the war." So I said, you know, your heart will find peace one day. So the following week, he called me, he says, "Boy, let's go to church." I said, "Uncle Joe, what do you mean? You don't believe in God?" He said, "No, boy, I went to the VA and they prescribed me Viagra and I witnessed the resurrection. So now I believe in God." They go, "Okay, let's go to church and we'll pray. We'll pray for plenty resurrection." So anyways, Sissy Sharf, is she in the room? She's probably out working. But I just wanted to say thanks. She asked me to come up and tell a few jokes, and she said I can promote myself. So right now I'm a major general in the army, because I just now promoted myself. But what she really means is the wood crafts that I do, and all the other vendors. You know, I thank goodness that our young Chamorro entrepreneurs are forging our own identity and developing our own style, because remember when we were little, what was the Guam shirt? It was the Hawaiian shirt, right? They moved Hawaii and they put Guam, right? Or what was our decoration in the house? It was the Filipino decoration. They removed Philippines and they put Guam, USA, right? But now, what do you see? You see our own identity ringing true, our own. You're going to see in a little while the cultural dancers. You know, we are grabbing and embracing our own Chamorro culture and identity. And let's get a round of applause for that.
Yay!
Now, some of you guys may see me on Facebook, even though I don't have a Facebook account. Someone stole my identity. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm one of the administrators on Chamorro military families that serve. And there was a girl there that typed on the message board, "Hey, I just moved to Luke Air Force Base. Are there any Chamorros there?" So I wrote back, "Just head north. There's a lake in the north side is where all the Chamorro men go. It's Lake Luke. All the Chamorros go to Lake Luke on the weekend." She said, "Okay, I'm gonna go there." I said, "But you have to bring your own lotion." As I said earlier, we're moving to Washington, and I called my friend. I said, "Bernard, your sister is a realtor. Please put me in touch with her because we're going to be looking for a house up in Bremerton, Washington." And he said, "Ay boy, she moved back to Guam, but there's another Chamorro lady. I'll put you in contact with her." So we got on the phone and we talked. And then a few days later, you know, I told her what I wanted, what I was looking for. A few days later, she called me. She goes, "Boy, when you get here, I have a very nice house to show you. It has a really big master bedroom." I said, What is that, Auntie?" She said, "You know, the master bedroom. You're gonna want to stay there all day. You're not gonna want to leave." I said, "Auntie, was my wife talking to you or?" So anyways, the Chamorro people, we have funny accents, don't we? And I was just telling these guys earlier that my grandfather would not speak to me in English. So he only speaks to me in Chamorro. So there's this lady in Germany. She was sitting down talking to all of us and she said, "I'm sorry, I understand Chamorro, but I don't speak it." So I said, "Well, we're opposite." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I speak Chamorro, but I don't understand it." Because sometimes I don't understand what these Chamorro people are saying, right? Like the master bedroom. Even it's hard to understand our comrades, our kababayans. I was a police officer in Guam and I arrested this guy for DUI. And I was filling out his paperwork and I said, "Boss, what is your occupation?" He said, "Oh, I'm a carpenter." I said, "Oh, good. Can you paint my truck?" He goes, No, I cut the wood, I hammer the wood, but I don't paint the car." I said, "Oh, okay. Now I understand." Okay. So I noticed there's a lot more Chamorros in the United States. More than ever, and you know, a lot of people are leaving Guam. So it's only true that there's a lot of influence by the Chamorro people in the United States. You know that we're the ones that invented the AM and the PM? Because the AM is after Maigo, and the PM is para Maigo. And then you have people like Lady Gaga, who's very popular. The Jotnyas brothers, they're from Pulantan. And then Hannah Mantananonia. I can't even say her name. Hannah Mantananonia. Yeah, and Joe Mantananonia, the football player. And not only the Chamorros, but you know, you guys ever see that cartoon Cars? With the kids, you know, the race car? Did you know there's a Micronesian character in there? You guys don't remember the dump truck? Okay, maybe you don't. And then sometimes too, our manamku, they're getting hard of hearing. Because I saw one old man, his shirt was, said Kaduku. Kaduku clothing, my friend up in Washington, Tony Manabusan. And I said to him, I said, "Hey, Sainaw, bonito tininaw mo. Haatan babad so daling ha? Ling mo, bonito tarananaw mo. Like, no. Bonito sininamo. Like, oh. Okay. So another shirt that I saw that was nice, it says, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I'm Chamorro. So the first time I saw that night, I was in the bank. And I saw that guy and I said, hey, I forgot some tatamono. Like, dude, don't you know I don't speak Spanish? Like, oo na, you know, like, I told you I don't speak Spanish. So anyways, apparently he doesn't speak Chamorro either. So I was telling jokes like this in Texas where I'm from, or was from, and we're moving to Washington. And this old lady came up to me afterwards. And she looked at me with a very, disappointed look. And she says, boy, all your jokes are nasty. I said, I dispensa sa now. Pabi na salik ka taw-taw na. No, boy, taw-taw ko. Apa pun joke me doon. Like, now you're hitting on me? I'm gonna tell my grandma. She goes, go ahead, boy, that's my classmate. And so I took the kids to Guam last year. We go home every 2-3 years. And our kids know, they have to in the manamko and everything. So they were very good, obedient, asking, if they need help or anything like that. And then on the plane back, my daughter asked me, Daddy, who's Justin and Judy? I said, I don't know. Just every time I in somebody, they say, I got Justin and Judy. Oh, yeah. Justin and Judy is from the church. So when we were moving, I was just telling Dave and John that we were moving and we had all our stuff out in the front yard because we're packing it. And this lady walks by and she thought we're having a yard sale. And she was kind of hot. It was like 113 degrees outside. She was sweating. So anyways, she goes, excuse me, sir, are you selling the dolly? How much is the dolly? I said, for you, the dolly's free. She said, I don't understand. I said, anytime you want a dolly, just come over here. And then, where's my friend? I'm lying, I don't have any friends. But someone was asking me, what family I am. And we just started talking. And she didn't believe me that there's a such thing as familia macaca. And I said, yeah, because they don't like to shower. So anyways, I was telling her about my friend up in Washington. She's familia Talki. And her husband's familia Manok. And so poor kids, right? They're talking manok now. Alright, I'm gonna end my set, but I have a trivia question. And whoever gets it is gonna win this pendant. Okay, close your eyes and tell me what is the capital of Guam? Who said G? Who said G? Come and get it. My sister-in-law, we asked her what's the capital of Guam. She said, stupid is the G. The big G, not Guam. The capital. Come and get the necklace. You're the winner. Because he knows that the capital of Guam is the G. He went to the school of malfunction. And he graduated. Okay, thank you very much. We accept debit card, credit card, and pupa at my booth.
All right, folks. Peter Santos. Let's give him another big round of applause.